Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you from BuzzPlex.net in the creative world. I got those shaders turned on, and yeah, we are doing some fun stuff today. We are doing this castle courtyard, guys. I thought it was really cool. Everybody wants to do a little something when they start their world. You know, you could throw a roof on this, make it a small castle, or the start to a castle. You can add to it, you can do whatever you want, but as you can see, we go in here. We got our kind of castle area. Walk on in. No, I don't want to use world edit. How about this? How about we move our world edit over here? There we go. So let's get our wand out of our hand, but as you can see, it looks sharp. I think it looks good. We kind of caught a random feel, a little splatter, and yeah, you have your whole area here you can do with as you please. It's a very simple and very easy build. I like it a lot, and I think I'll show you how to make it today. Don't forget, guys, you can just come on in. You want to come check it out, join BuzzPlex.net, come to the creative server, and you can start checking out all my builds. Will be amassing right here over the next period of time, and yeah. Don't forget to smash the like before we jump into the build. Get your building shoes on, and we'll catch you in a sec. Okay guys, so here we are in the world over here looking on BuzzPlex.net, and I thought I'd show off this guy here. We got Mad Dog Murdog. He made a nice little Mesa Bryce kind of jobber. There's a huge auto beacon in there. He did it really cool, actually. It's much different than we do on console. You can come here and build, eh? Just come in, claim a plot, build. If you vote, you get world edit, and yeah. So let's go ahead and start this guy off, guys. We're gonna do this. This is actually a pretty not too long tutorial in the sense that this tower here that we're gonna create first, we're just gonna copy the exact same part. So if you're following along at home, just go ahead and build this exact tower, and then we're gonna put 4 of them in total, 10 blocks apart. And yeah, so we'll just basically start the tutorial over and do it. So we're gonna start off with a collection of stone bricks, and cracked stone bricks. Make sure that you don't use silverfish. They're gonna come in to cause trouble for you. And this is right here is like a semicircle shape, and it's going to be 8 high, and we're going to have 3, 2 diagonal, 3, 2 diagonal, 3, 2 diagonal, just like this. And then what I did was I made it all out of stone, and then I went through and I randomly placed, you know, a little bit of cracked stone and a little bit of stone throughout the mix. As you can see, it creates kind of a nice wall, kind of a castle, you know, texture. And there we go. So as you can see, the first thing that we're going to do is actually create 2 semi kind of windows, and we're going to do so 2 blocks away from the top, because there's going to be something here. So 2 away from the top on both outside corners. So as you can see right here, we're good. Right here, looks good. 1 more down, looks good. So on these 2 walls right here, we're going to have these windows. So let's go in and let's see if we can't put this guy up, this guy this way. We're gonna go over here and do the same thing, down, up, and then let's go ahead and put some stairs facing up like this on this one. These are gonna be kind of like, you know, where the damsel in distress goes, and then go here and put one facing down. Again, we are using spruce. I think this spruce looks good. Personally, it's a little bit of a darker shade, and that. So now we're going to grab some spruce stairs and make a small kind of top to it. So I'm pretty sure this is as easy as it is. So go like this, not like this. We want it facing up, just like that, and like that. And as you can see, the roof is kind of taking shape there already. So let's go over here. We're going to just use a holder block, and I'm just going to show you one line, and we'll do the rest off camera. So we'll do that guy here, whereas the top middle block is going to be just a solid block. So it's going to turn into a little bit of a pain, because you're going to want them all to join just like this. Notice we are 1 away, so let's go ahead and put 1 more solid block here, and these stairs right there. So once we get there, the last solid block is going to be a solid spruce on top. As you can see, it lines up dead center. So now what we can do is actually go around and continue our stairs. So what you want them to do, though, make sure is that they turn the corner with you, and you can do so by doing this, just like this. Make sure you go out one. We don't mind doing that. We're going to go through a fair amount of stairs here. Make sure that they join and go all the way around and bring these all the way. I'm going to do that off camera because no one wants to watch that too much. So we're going to do that. And then at the bottom here, guys, grab cobblestone stairs and stone brick stairs. And then do the same kind of checkerboard pattern. Try to keep a couple together and then maybe, you know, switch it up to cobble. But I don't think that's going to work the way that I wanted it to, so how about we do that first and then there. As you can see, what we're going to do is pretty much go in and out, you know, pretty much that's what you want to do. Just like this, maybe 3 or 4 of one, and then, you know, a couple of the others this way, maybe go back and forth. And yeah, let's keep doing that. Make sure you don't skimp. You want to make sure you go around the whole entire outside. That's going to look good. I'm going to jump to do that, and then we'll come right back. Okay, guys, so now that we've got that done, take into account, guys, you don't have to be perfect here. This roof is going to be a little uneven. Do yourself a solid and make sure that the center block is the center block, and then you don't have to be too concerned about the rest. As long as all the holes are filled and nothing looks silly standing out, I think kind of take a step back and just see, you know, it's straight. You know, don't get too concerned, because it's, no matter what you do, getting these stairs to go perfect is going to be kind of a challenge, but honestly, it's going to look sharp either way. Kind of add your own touch to it. So what we're going to do here now is grab some spruce fence, and we're going to make a little flag. I don't know why. I think in smaller situations, it looks kind of ghetto, but I think on this one here, we're going to put it up 4 high. And then let's go ahead and make a zigzag flag. I don't know. I think I got this one down here. So what you want to put is it right there. And we're going to make it this way. I think that looks good. Or should we do backwards? We should do backwards maybe. Let's do backwards. Right there. And let's zig it out like this. And then we'll put red and white. I don't know why. Red and white is what's going to win for this one here. And let's go. I think that looks good. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should go right up. Do you think? I think maybe. What if we put it right on there, and then what we'll do is throw another fence post on top. I think that actually looks pretty good. I don't mind that. You could do it a different way if you want. It's up to you. Let's go dress this guy up a little bit. What we're gonna do is let's throw a few vines on there. You know, I think a little vine love looks pretty good. Let's do it. Let's just throw some vines on there. We don't want to vine up the whole thing, you know what I mean? We want to add a little vine touch. So what you're going to do now is wherever you put the vines, if you want to kind of minimize it, let's go ahead and throw a button. You know, let's throw a button there. Try to keep it down so it doesn't basically take up the whole entire tower. This button's going to stop the vines from going at some point in time. We'll keep this guy here, let him go straight down. Let's throw one more vine up here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Again, we're just going for feel here. I think that's pretty good way to do it. We don't have any vines right here. That's going to be a thing. So let's put this here. We'll put a couple more buttons. We'll let this guy go down. We won't want him to go down no more. And there, right there. We'll let him go down if he wants. Let's go ahead. Make sure you cover all angles too. That's something that you're going to want to make sure. We're going to put this guy here. We got vines on the front, not going down. That's good. And yeah, so I think that's a good little start for our castle. So here's what you're going to do, guys. You're going to go ahead and put this 10 blocks apart. So what you're going to do is build another one of these 10 blocks that way, 10 blocks that way, and 10 blocks that way. It isn't that hard. Make sure that you put these windows on the outside. And yeah, you could go ahead and just decorate it up like this. I actually kind of like that flag. I think it looks super cool. Again, we're kind of going by feel here, so go ahead and do it 10 blocks in between. So 10 space blocks in between each one in a square. It's going to make it nice and small, nice little kind of castle courtyard. And I'm going to get that done, and then we'll jump right back in. Okay, guys, so we got that done. We got 4 towers exactly the same. Make sure all the windows are on the outside. Looking good, looking good. And Yeah, we got 10 between. Make sure the flags go the same way because the wind is never going to blow in different directions. And yeah, so let's start doing the little walls around the outside. So we're going to do it on the right side here. I've already kind of started out. Basically, go ahead and do the same thing that you did with these towers, pretty much stone with a speckle of cracked stone and stone. Make sure you go right up the side with a 2 space at the top. That looks good. We're going to get that done. Once we're done that, we're going to do our trusty. So basically, again, this wall we're just going to duplicate all around. So all we got to do is make this wall look good and get it going. So what we're going to do here is actually we're going to create 2 little kind of window grate type jobbers. So bust these 3 and then go the same distance off this wall, 2 blocks off, bust these 3. So I'm going to mess around with a few different things. I think that we're going to actually go ahead and throw logs. I want to throw a log there and a log up, and we're going to do the same thing over here as well. Right here, log up, and then we're going to throw a spruce fence in the middle. I think that looks super sharp on the outside for sure. Let's put it there. I think that adds a nice added touch. Again, very simple walls. Don't put any stairs at the bottom. I think this kind of square area is going to look super cool. And now let's go ahead and grab some stairs. So we're going to use brick and cobble again, since that's kind of the trend that we're using here. And I think what we're going to do is go back and forth. I haven't really tested this out, but I think it's going to look super cool. Is if we were to go and put brick every second one, and then grab cobble and come over to the other side. We'll go look and see what that looks like on the other side, but we'll go double check. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. I really enjoy that. We got our nice little kind of daylights here, and we're good to go. I think I really do like that. I mean, I am a little tempted to see what this would look like in here. You know what? I like that too. So let's just go around and we'll add those to these guys right here. Let's go. I think we're on our way. We're most of the way done. Again, I think it's taken shape nicely. I think the one thing we're gonna do also is add a few buttons and a few vines to that wall as well. We'll put this guy here, and this guy here. So we've done it. We've got it accomplished. Let's go ahead and throw. Let's grab buttons because I don't have any buttons in my inventory. And yes, so let's go ahead and throw a little. Don't put any vines at the top here. Splat them around, you know. I think a few vines looks good here and there. And then let's not let them grow all the way down. We'll put this guy here. We'll stop this guy. We'll let that guy grow down. And let's make this guy go to the ground. Let's actually stop this guy right here. And yeah, so there you go. I think we got the good walls. What we're going to do is go ahead and just duplicate that exact wall on all 4 sides. Then we're going to do the front door a little different. Might as well start with this. I think we're going to make a smaller kind of shaped door. We'll just rearrange it when you're done. So go ahead and copy this wall exactly all the way around all 4 sides. And we'll jump right back in. Okay guys, so it looks like we got it done. We got these walls on, guys. This is looking pretty cool for a castle courtyard, if you ask me. Let's just dress up the front door and let's just do kind of, yeah, you know, that sort of thing. I just cleared out some plots on the side so I could do the thumbnail here. So let's go to the front here and let's, looks like I messed up this one here. So let's move this over one, basically. Put this guy here. This guy here, get rid of this. Ooh, boo, boo, boo. And let's fix this. So I think what we're gonna do here is let's just set this wall up randomly. And yeah, so we're gonna make our main door of the castle courtyard right here. And we're gonna just use logs at the top, I think. And we're gonna use oak doors or spruce doors actually. Let me get the spruce doors, and we're just gonna mix them right in. We're not gonna make anything too fancy. The spruce door really looks like a castle door, if you ask me. And hopefully we should be able to do that. Let's go ahead and make the floor. No, we want it to face up just like this, and let's see if the doors will go in the right way. Oh yeah, man, that's a castle door for sure. I think I'm gonna just grab some item frames and we're gonna put like a coat of arms, I think is a good way to do it. Let's do that. Let's grab some, a sword. People probably steal these swords off your door, but hey, and we'll make like a kind of makeshift coat of arms. And then I think what we're going to do is just decorate a little bit of a path up in the front, and let's just go ahead and put this guy here, and this could be the sword and arrow posse. Yeah, and there we go. So let's just try to make this, I think again this is kind of a rustic one, so let's go ahead and we're going to fan it out though. We don't want it to be like, so let's we're going to make it kind of widening a little bit, and then a little bit wider here, and then we're just going to sporadically put cobble and other blocks. Actually, what we'll do is let's throw a little bit of cracked stone in there, or a little bit of stone bricks in there. We're not going to mess with right up there, but you know what I mean. And then let's just go nuts a little bit, and let's just break out kind of like, dirt pathy. I think that's a good idea. And throw some cobble there, and just kind of spread it out again. We're going to do a little bone meal love. And then let's do that same thing. We'll make them a little bit more sporadic as they go out, you know what I mean? And maybe one right there. And then let's grab regular stone. Actually, we're going to grab some cracked stone. I like the way that the mossy cracked stone. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And there we go. This is a nice little castle courtyard. I think we did good. I don't know. I'll leave the rest up to you. This is a nice little starter. You don't need too much stuff to make this. It's pretty straightforward. Let's grab some bone meal and decorate it up. That's what I do over here. Is I'm the bone meal guy. I really think it adds a touch. Make it a little bit more realistic. I wonder if the bone meal won't go on there. Let's see. Yeah, it won't go, but a little something over here doesn't hurt. And there we go. I think that looks super sharp. Really, really cool. So inside, I guess what I would recommend doing is, if I were you, I don't know, you could keep the floor however you want it, but I think doing a little speckle pattern inside would be good. You could build a nice little barn. You could build tons of stuff in here, but I think we're pretty much just focused on this outside here. I think we did a good job for today, and I'm not too worried about it, man. I think maybe bust a few more. We're gonna throw some of that mossy cracked stone. I like that mossy cracked stone. It gets my attention. And there you go. From here, though, I'll leave it up to you. I mean, you can do whatever you want here. I think it's gonna look sharp in your base, but let's do this, do this, do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and there you go. I think Castle Courtyard. I like it. I like it. I like it. Pretty straightforward stuff, and I mean, believe me, what I can tell you here is, if you're the purveyor of this nice jobber in your survival world, you're gonna get a little bit of love for sure. Don't forget to smash that like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for some more tutorials, building, let's plays. Come on into BuzzPlex.net. You could claim a plot and do some building. Come in to check out my builds if you want. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.